YouTube? Neosolid22 back again. Show some more of my pickups that I've gotten recently. Not a ton in this video, just a few things. I was really excited about one of the pickups. Got a great price on something. Super excited because I've really been wanting some games for this for a while. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to show off some new stuff actually I got for an early Christmas present from some of my wife's family, which was really cool. And then a couple of finds I made, one from a Facebook group, a couple of games I picked up from GameTrader2 in St. Charles, and then my other finds. So we'll just get going with it. First I'll go through the GameTrader2 pickups. I just got a couple of NES games that I didn't have. First is kind of a dirty cart, unfortunately, but you know, I'll clean it up. It's in fairly decent shape otherwise. It's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I've already got the second one of this. This is, of course, a Koei strategy game. It even says on the bottom, strategy game series. I don't know if you guys can read that, but got the first one. This one's a little less rare than the second one, which I had already had. So I'm going to add that to the collection. I mean, these are pretty simple strategy games for the NES, but Koei made a ton of strategy games for the NES, and I've got quite a few of them. I guess I'm only missing the probably more expensive ones like L'Empereur and Nobunaga. Both the Nobunaga games I don't have. So Nobunaga's Ambition and Nobunaga's Ambition 2. I don't have either one of those. Chuck actually has those in his shop. I believe they're Alex Souza's games, but they're very expensive, and I don't like to spend a lot on Nintendo games. I'll be honest. I don't really even like to spend retail prices ever, which Chuck's shop is actually pretty decently priced, so I rarely spend retail prices on there. I get them for pretty good deals. Sometimes I trade stuff in. The other game I got was Twin Cobra, which I didn't have, which, you know, goes in the collection. Really nice looking card on that one. It's a American Sammy game, if you've ever heard of American Sammy. So pretty cool kind of helicopter game to go in the collection. It's a cheapie. I think it was $3 is what I paid for that, and that's basically retail value for it. So, you know, pretty cool. Twin Cobra in the collection now. So that brings me up pretty high on the collection numbers. Then I was on a Facebook trade group, and I ran into this little gem. I didn't have this. I actually got this for the Wii when it came out, because I was just getting the Wii when it came out. And if you're smart, you've probably already figured out what this game is. Even if you're not smart, you probably figured it out. And not to say that any of you are stupid. Not saying that. Especially if you didn't figure this out, because maybe you don't know much about the GameCube and the Wii. But it's Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube. Now I had, like I said, I had the Wii version because I was buying the Nintendo Wii, and it came out, I believe, the same day. So basically, I went to a horrible part of the city of Memphis, because I lived in Memphis, Tennessee when I picked up my Wii. I had reserved it near where I work, and I worked in a really, really bad area of town near the airport in Memphis. And I reserved it at a GameStop that was in a equally really bad part of town, and of course there was midnight pickup. And I braved the horrible part of town to pick up my Wii at midnight, and then I had reserved Twilight Princess on Wii at another store closer to my house, so I figured I'd drop by there and pick up my Twilight Princess if they were still open. They just happened to be open. They said, yeah, you can pick it up. So I, of course, beat Twilight Princess really, really quick. It's probably my top Zelda games. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Link to the Past is my favorite game of all time. Then you got Ocarina, probably number 2. But Twilight Princess is probably up there along with the original on NES. But I'm really happy to have this. I got this for a really great price. Really, really great price. So happy to add that to the collection. Just kind of want to get it out of the way, since the Zelda collection for GameCube, this would complete it for me. There were no other Zelda games on the GameCube that I need, other than maybe like the Wind Waker Metroid Prime combo, which is impossible to find, and I'll probably never have that. So Zelda Twilight Princess added to the GameCube collection. Next up, I went to the flea market, and the flea market's in St. Louis. Obviously, it's cold here. There are not many vendors there, but there's some vendors that actually brave the cold and go out there. I haven't been finding much there. I've been there a couple times in the past couple of months, and I really don't find much in the winter, but you know, one of my best finds, my Fire Orange N64, I found in like November when it was 20 degrees out and the guy was selling it. So I still brave the cold every now and then and head out there. And this time I got something, it's nothing particularly fantastic. It's cool, and that's why I bought it, and it's kind of a piece of gaming history, I guess I would call it. I wouldn't call it anything I'm probably going to hook up and play, because it's basically just a glorified Pong clone. but it is, and this box is in awful shape, but it's in a box, the Wonder Wizard Sharpshooter. Now what this is, it's a full color TV game, and it comes with a little light gun. So it's a light gun, and if you can see in the box, still got the styrofoam in there. The box is taped up. It's got these paddles, which is essentially Pong paddles that just turn, but it's got some light gun functionality to it. So that was pretty darn cool to get. The guy, I walked up to the guy, I passed it by one time, and I wasn't going to get it, and I was figuring if I don't find anything else, I'll come back to this guy. And I looked at it the first time, and then I walked away, and I came back because I didn't find anything else that day. And I was looking at it, and the guy looks at me and goes, $20. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to pay $20. I didn't tell him that, but he could see I wasn't going to do it. I was about to walk away, and he said, $10. And I was like, all right, $10. I'll take this for $10. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking, but just basically a Pong clone. But I'm pretty sure you don't see many of these around. I don't have any idea what it's worth. For all I know, it could be worth $2, and I overpaid by $8. But you know what it is? It's a nice little thing to throw on my shelf that I can kind of enjoy just looking at. Because basically, when I collect this kind of stuff, it's just for me to look at. I'm not going to play this. I might hook it up once just to check it out. But I'm pretty sure the light gun is just awful on it, most likely. But anyway, pretty cool. Wonder Wizard Sharpshooter. Happy to have it. Full color. Watch out. Alright, so I had my in-laws Christmas, and they usually get me a lot of good games. It's all the newer stuff, so I'll go through this pretty quick. I got for the Wii U Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Hyrule Warriors, which I'm looking forward to playing. I haven't had a chance to play it. And this one I have played, so it's already open. Sunset Overdrive for my Xbox One. I'm really enjoying this. It's kind of a crazy art style. It's from, I guess, Insomniac, who made the Ratchet & Clank games, which I love. Some of my favorite games. Got Advanced Warfare, Day Zero Edition. Shadow of Mordor, which I'm looking forward to playing. And Alien Isolation Nostromo Edition, which is really cool because I didn't ask my in-laws to buy any of the special editions. They just happened to get the special Day Zero, but whatever, they're all like that now anyway. And here's my favorite part of this finds this time. What I got, it's CD cases, obviously you can see that, but what it is not PlayStation 1 games. It is a system that I'm really just starting to get into. I just got a controller for it a while back because mine didn't have a controller, and I only had one game for it, which was Keith Courage and Alpha Zones. So I was looking for some more games, and I happened to look on Craigslist, which I never find anything on Craigslist around here. It's always either overpriced or junk, basically. That's the two things I ever see on Craigslist, or newer stuff, and I'm not going to buy newer stuff on Craigslist. If I want newer stuff, I'm going to buy it actually new. So here's what I got. It's TurboGrafx-16 games. In the CD, in the jewel cases, of course. And here's what I got. The Legendary Axe, which is a great game. And I don't know if all of you are familiar with TurboGrafx-16 cases, but obviously the manual is the front, so that's manual. And then inside, you've got the game, where the game is. I took it out. And then there's actually a little clip there to hold it in, but it comes in a little plastic thing, and it's what they call a HUCard, H-U-C-A-R-D. And it's pretty thin, but the game is on the HUCard. There's the back, and it's pretty cool. Legendary Axe. So my buddy Vincent Barreto is a big TurboGrafx/PC engine, which is what it was called in Japan. He's a collector of that stuff. Then I got Double Dungeons, which is also complete, of course. And I don't know much about these games, so I'm not able to talk to you much about them. I know Legendary Axe. I've seen that in various forms. Vigilante. Awesome. Oh, I almost dropped the manual. TV Sports Hockey. So, you know, it's a sports game. And as you can see, the backs of the cases have nothing on them because they actually, most of them came in like a cardboard case with the jewel case inside. Most people just threw those away. Then I got Alien Crush. And one I'm really looking forward to playing because I hear it's pretty good, Bloody Wolf, which I believe is just like an action platformer type game. So that's the games I got for the TurboGrafx-16. TurboGrafx is kind of expensive to collect for, so I was really happy to find these. The guy, I had to ask the guy, I said, where did you find these? Because nobody has TurboGrafx 16 games. It's rare to see them. It's rare especially to see them on Craigslist, and I never see them here in St. Louis. And the guy told me he found them at a yard sale, and he paid $1 for all of them. I'm going to be honest, I paid $50 for these, and that was a great deal. That guy paid $1. So I paid $50 for 6 TurboGrafx 16 games, and I probably paid less than 50% of the worth of these games altogether. So that was awesome for me, even more awesome for him, and it was very cool of him to give me a deal because he found a deal. Because I emailed him, and he was like, and I was like, dude, I don't want to lowball you. Can you just tell me what you want for them? He was like, well, I'm not looking to make a whole lot. I know they're worth about $20 a piece, which he was right. They're close depending on the game. Obviously, some are worth a little bit more. So he knew there was about $120 worth of stuff there, but he said, I'll take $50 for all of them. And I was like, awesome, dude. They're sold. You're awesome. So super excited to get the TurboGrafx 16 games. If any of you actually collect TurboGrafx 16, like I'm getting into, unfortunately, because it's an expensive hole to go down, let me know in the comments. And let me know what your favorite TurboGrafx 16 game is. Obviously, I have one favorite because I've only ever played one game, Keith Courage and Alpha Zones, which is a good game. It's not great by any means, but I enjoy it. But TurboGrafx 16 games, I'm always looking for them, so if anybody runs across them and they want to get rid of them, let me know. I don't often have much to trade. I do have some, actually I did get some other stuff. I got some boxes for 3DO games because I was missing a couple boxes and this lot was pretty cheap. So I have some 3DO boxes. I think I have Wing Commander 3, Demolition Man, Space Hulk, and I can't see it over there. There's one more that I need to get rid of. Me and a buddy of mine kind of bought them off of a guy and split the price, and we're going to try to sell those. So if you need any of those boxes, I can't remember what the other one is, but there's one other box over there. So if you need any 3DO boxes, let me know. Maybe I'll have it. That's it for today. This is probably going to be airing like I'm really on TV. It's probably going to be uploaded in the next day or so, probably. So it'll be Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. You'll see it. So Merry Christmas if you're celebrating that. Otherwise, Happy Holiday to whatever you celebrate. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody who watches for sure for another year. I guess this is about 18, 19 months I've been doing this. Trying to get to that 100 subscriber mark so I can give you guys some free stuff. I mean, come on, share it up. Let me get you some free stuff if you can win a contest for me. Thanks for watching.